Good morning, dear children. How are you all? Hope you all are doing great. So, in the last computer classes, what we saw regarding computer its classification. Yes, so this is your first chapter in your computer textbook. So, under this, what all we saw about what is a computer, then regarding the classifications of computers. Yes, so what is a computer? Do you all remember that? What is a computer? A computer is an electronic machine that takes instruction from us and gives the result after processing them. Yes. Next, we will see regarding the classifications of computers. Okay. So this computer is mainly classified into two ways. That is according to purpose and according to size. But how it is classified? Because see, the computer that we use at home differs in size and shape, yes, from the computer used by scientists for research. Okay, that's why this classification comes. So the first we'll see about according to purpose. So under according to purpose, we'll see about analog computer, digital computer and hybrid computer. Okay, so first let us see about the analog computer. Analog computer, how it will give us the result? It takes different inputs. Okay, it takes different inputs and it compares with each other and then it gives an approximate result after comparing. Okay, so that we say as the analog computer. And the example for that will be clinical thermometer, voltmeter and speedometer, etc. Okay, and why they have given these examples for analog computer? Because the analog computer is used to measure the physical quantity of temperature, current, voltage, speed, etc. Okay, so for that purpose they have given these examples for you to understand regarding the analog computer. Okay, so next we'll see about the digital computer. So this digital computer works on the principle of binary mathematics. Yes, so binary means what? Bi means what? Two. Yes, so it accepts only two digits, that will be the zeros and ones. Okay, so that is your machine language too. Yes, it accepts only the zeros and ones in this digital computer. So example for that will be microcomputer, laptop, digital wristwatch, calculator, etc. So I have given you the images of those examples too. Okay, the first picture will be your microcomputer, second one is your digital wristwatch, and next image is the calculator. Okay, here it works on the principle of binary mathematics. And next we'll see about the hybrid computer. Here, this hybrid computer is the combination of both analog and digital computers. Why we say like that? Because here both the comparisons and then the binary mathematics is used in this hybrid computer. Okay, so that's why we call this as the combination of analog and digital computers. So this is cost effective method used to perform complex simulations. Means what? It is a low cost method, okay, used to perform difficult testings. Okay, the simulations means testings. So the example for that will be the ECG machine, okay, used in hospitals to measure the heartbeat of patients. Okay, so next is the classification according to size, that is regarding the supercomputer, mainframe computer, server and microcomputer, which you have seen in the previous video. And then regarding the mobile devices, what is a mobile device? It is used to store data permanently on memory inside it. Okay, means what? It can store data permanently inside the mobile device or it can store it in a memory card. Okay, memory card will be placed inside our mobile devices. And then next one is it is very small. It is small enough to carry in a bag or pocket. Comparing to a personal computer, it will be small enough to carry in bag or pocket, and it is mostly found everywhere. Yes, mobile devices are found everywhere, and the speed of mobile devices is also increasing day by day comparatively. And now it can be connected to personal computer for exchanging informations. Okay, for exchanging informations from the mobile device to personal computer or from personal computer to our mobile device, we can exchange it. Okay, that is, it can be videos or photos or any documents, whatever it is, we can save it in our personal computer also. Okay, and from personal computer also you can get informations into your mobile devices. Okay, so next we will see about the types of mobile devices. Under types of mobile devices, we have tablet PC, smartphone, ebook reader, smartwatch, digital camera, and game console. Okay, so each one we'll see in detail. So first we will see about the tablet PC. Okay, so this is a special type of portable computer which has a touch screen. Yes, hope you all know this tablet PC. Okay, what happens here, we don't have any keyboard or mouse attached. It will be a touch screen. Okay, for touch screen we can use our finger or a digital pen. So here I have shared two pictures. The first image you can use it using the finger, and next one showing an image which is used with the help of a digital pen. Okay, so here it is used as a touch screen and it is portable. And here portable means what? You can carry it anywhere. Okay, portable means you can carry your mobile device anywhere. And then the next one is smartphone, very known to you all, right? Even now you all are using that only. Here it is internet enabled phone, obviously. Only then you can. Now you are watching my videos, right? So this is happening because you have internet in your smartphone. And next one is it allows, obviously. If internet is there, what happens? You can send and receive email messages. Okay, and now it also include media player and digital camera. Yes, your smartphone will be having digital camera, right, through which you can capture images and videos, and the media players, yes, for watching videos. Yes, and you can record through your smartphone. So many options are included in your smartphones. Okay, and you can make use of many apps also. Yes, and now next one is your ebook reader. Ebook reader means what? It is a handheld device used primarily for reading ebooks. Okay, so for example, if you see, if you are traveling from one place to another, you want to carry all your books, right? Instead you can carry just this handheld device, so that what happens, it will be weightless also, and you can read the books online. Okay, ebook is an electronic version of a printed book. Okay, the same printed book, it will be of electronic version, and it has a touch screen and internet will be there, obviously. Only then you can download the ebook or you can read it online. Okay, and it has a touch screen means what? Here you don't have any keyboard or mouse. You can use it as a touch screen, okay, with your fingers, okay, or with the digital pen. So this will be your ebook. And now next is the smartwatch. Smartwatch. So smartwatch also very well known to you all. Yes. So here this is a mobile device with a touch screen display. Yes. Here also you have a touch screen display which you can do it with your fingers, and then it is designed to be worn on the wrist. Yes, where you will wear this watch on your wrist, right? And then it either work on its own or paired with a smartphone. Okay, so what does it mean? It can work on its own. Okay, it shows time for you, but when you connect this to a smartphone, what happens? It shows the notifications like messages, emails, calls, and social networks. Okay, whatever notifications or calls comes in your smartphone, it will be displayed in your smart watch also if it is paired. Okay, if you are doing the pairing with your smartphone, this happens. Okay, otherwise what you can see, it can show the time and it can track your physical activities. Okay, and now next is the digital camera. This digital camera means what? It is a mobile device that allows user to take pictures and store images digitally. Okay, from here you can transfer data to your personal computer also. Okay, and you can store it in your hard disk. Hard disk means what? It is a permanent storage device which will be present inside your computer. Okay, so where you can download all the images and you can store it. Okay, these days we are using this digital camera through our smartphones itself. Yes. And now next is your game console. Game console means what? It is a mobile computing device used for single player or multiplayer video games. Yes, and hope you all are fond of video games, right? So here this computing device, you can use it for a single player or you can use it for a multiplayer. Okay, and here this is the image of the game console, and here you can see the handheld controller. Handheld controller means what? It is an input device. For example, if you see you are playing a car video game. Okay, there you want to move forward, you want to come backward, you have to apply a brake. Yes, so those actions, how you will perform? You will perform those actions using this handheld controller only. Okay, where you'll be having the joysticks and buttons to operate the games that you play. Okay, so this will act as an input device. Okay, so the where you can get the output visually, where you can view that, you can view that on the television screen. Okay, and this will be your output device. Okay, now the games will be stored in the hard disk and memory cards. Okay, so as I said earlier, the hard disk and memory cards are the permanent storage devices. Okay, and then the popular models are Microsoft Xbox 360, Nintendo Wii and Sony PlayStation 4. Okay, so these the games will be stored in the memory cards and the hard disk, and these are the models that you can purchase for the game console. Okay, and now children, I have attached the PDF of your textbook. Okay, that is the first chapter of your computer textbook. Go through that. Yes, and then I have given an exercise below that. Okay, and try to attend all the answers. Write in a notebook along with the questions. Okay, and your submission date will be on or before 4/5/2020. Okay, dear children, try to complete it on time. Okay, so take care children. Bye.